Yo, what's up? What's happening, people? Welcome to another episode of the Meathead on the Mic podcast. It's your boy, IFBB PRO, and today we're going to be talking about Mondays, okay? Mondays and why you hate them, or at least why you think you hate them, and how that sort of manifests into, I guess, what you're not doing with the rest of your life, or at least what you want to be doing, and why you're not doing it, and how Mondays also influence the fact that just because you don't do them today, you also don't do them most of the week, most of the months, most of the years, which is why you kind of hate every single time you're confronted with a clean slate. All right. So we're going to be breaking that down today. We're going to be talking about not only Mondays, but your mindset surrounding them and a little bit about what that mindset is and how that is holding you back in other things in your life. All right. So when you do join, let me know oh, I see some of y'all on Insta over here. Let me know how your day is going. Let me know how everything's going, how your weekend was for a couple of minutes. We'll chill over here for a sec and we'll talk. We can, you know what I mean, break it down, have some easy conversation before we get to the episode. And then, of course, when we're in the episode, we're in the episode. All right. So I won't be answering any comments or questions till the end. All right. Just letting you know. Okay. So I'm not ignoring you. I just won't be reading everything until the end because I got to respect the people that are listening to this on Apple Podcasts and Spotify. All right. So, with that said, I'm just going to fix this thing here and then, all right, we're good. Okay, that's solid. All right, cool. We're going to be diving into today's episode very shortly. Let's get this rolling over here. Yep, cool. All right, we'll be rolling into today's episode in 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Yo, what's good, meatheads? Hope you're having an amazing day, and welcome to another episode of the Meathead on the Mic podcast. It's your boy, IFBB Pro coming at you with another topic for this Monday. Okay, today I'll be giving you a quick motivational rant that you need to hear if you're depressed or if you fucking hate Mondays. All right, so before we dive in, if you are listening to this on Apple Podcasts or Spotify, share it out to a friend who you know might need to hear this today or any other day, whenever you're listening to this. Okay, so tune in, give me your undivided attention. We're going to be breaking it down. So here's the meat and potatoes. Okay, I know a lot of people hate Mondays, and I think that they don't really hate Mondays. They just hate whenever they're confronted with a new slate. And what I mean by that is like, well, we look at Mondays as a new slate. Okay, I'm going to start on Monday. I'm going to do X on Monday, or next month I'm going to start this thing, or when the new year starts, it's a new me and all this and that, and then it's like a fresh slate, right? Like, so it sounds good in the beginning to talk about what you want to do, and how that makes you feel in the near future, or how it might make you feel in the near future when you execute that thing. But the reality is, unless you're willing to do that shit right now or take that step right now, then every time you think about Monday or the next month or the new year, it's kind of going to feel like redundant. Like you don't want to move into the new week, even though it's like another chance at doing whatever it is that you want to do. You don't really feel like inclined to do it, and the reason why is because, in a weird way, as odd as that feels, like you feel like your goal setting to set it up for Monday. In a weird way, it's just another form of glorified procrastination. So that's what we're going to be diving into today. Procrastination, and mainly how that ties in with Mondays, the start of every other month, or the start of the new year, and that feeling you get when you say you want to do something for a certain time, and how that actually makes you feel the payoff for shit you never really did yet. So that's what we're going to be talking about today. If that's something you struggle with, stick around, stay tuned, and we're going to break that down. All right. So, for those of you, guys and girls, all right, that feel slowed down, or they feel extra anxious or even depressed on a Monday, okay, my message to you is this, and as straightforward as it is, it's also that abstract. It also makes you feel like it's not what I'm about to say, but you will be able to understand. Okay, so you'll never, and that's this, you'll never feel or be truly depressed if you are never slowing down. Okay, I'm going to break this down for you. Speed defies gravity. All right, speed defies gravity. Right, and if you don't know anything about that, or if you want to deny that, well, I'll give you an example, or at least a question, which is, how does a 200-ton airplane, Airbus, fly through the air and defy gravity? Speed, right? It goes fast enough, it gets the lift, and then it's able to take off. So speed, something as heavy as a freaking airplane, can stay in the air because of speed. No matter how much gravity is pulling it down, no matter how heavy it weighs, It stays in the air because of speed. Pay attention to that. Okay, pay attention to that because that's what we're going to be talking about in this episode today. All right. I noticed so many of you guys and girls are dragged down by depression and anxiety, especially on Mondays, because you have no speed. Okay. And what do I mean by having no speed? Right? Does it mean you're not running fast enough on the treadmill? No, it doesn't mean that. It means you just take too long. Okay. As I said, it's a glorified form of procrastination, AKA hating Mondays, right? You take too long to make a decision to go to the gym. You take too long to make a decision to eat the right thing. You take too long to get yourself out of a rut when you've been down. And that's the main reason why you aren't able to actually get to where you need to go. It's not that you don't want it enough. It's not that, you don't give a fuck about your health goals, right? It's not that you don't actually want what you're setting out for. It's that you're not moving quick enough to get to that spot, to get to the other side of the fence. And I promise you guys and girls, if you just moved a little bit faster and thought a little bit less and just took a little bit more of a risk, a little bit quicker, you'd be able to defeat your depression, conquer your anxiety, and even defy the laws of your own nature, or at least what you understand of it. If you're that type of person and you've noticed for the last couple of years, you've said you wanted to do something, you haven't followed through on it. Whether it's losing weight, whether it's changing your career, whether it's changing your relationships or improving your relationships. Like if there's everyone has that one thing. All right, you have that one thing. You're listening to this, that one thing that you want to change, that you want to change it, you can't change, or at least weren't able to. And if that's holding you back, you have to understand the reason why it's holding you back is because you're not moving fast enough. You are thinking too long. And I've definitely been guilty of this. You are taking too long. You are thinking too long, and it is holding you back because of that. Again, going to the airplane example, an airplane is 200 fucking tons and still finds its way in midair every single day because it moves fast enough, despite how heavy it is, despite the fact that gravity is real, and that for millions of years, people never thought that a single human being could fly, so let alone a 200-ton piece of metal, right? If you just moved a little bit faster and thought a little bit less, you would be a little bit closer to where you need to be. And you'll be able to defy the laws of your nature, defy the laws of your own physics, at least we'll say, at least break the habits, to break the patterns that you've been putting yourself through month after month, year after year, which is, I'm going to start insert date. I'm going to start Monday. I'm going to start next month. I'm going to start January 1st. Instead of, putting that out there and leaving that on the side of the fence, you have to understand that if you really want it, I'm not saying that you don't. I'm just saying your actions have to align with it. If you really want it, then you can't let anything step in the way, especially if it's something as invisible as time. What changes now and in the next 2 weeks for New Year's? Okay, like for those of you that you want to lose 20 pounds, 15 pounds, or whatever it is, grow some muscle. What changes now and on the 1st of January? You're still going to be working in the new year. You're still going to have shit to do in the new year. Life is still going to surprise you in the new year. So what's the point of waiting extra time to do what you already know you want to do anyway? That's the trick. That's how we all accidentally set ourselves up and get excited, by having these humongous plans, or even if they're not as big, just plans that we really want to accomplish. That's what makes us never do them, because we feel, okay, well, I said it's going to happen on this day, and I feel good now because it's locked in. It's like you scheduled an appointment to do this thing with yourself, and you never fucking show up. And it's not that you don't want it. As I said before, it's that you take too much time to think. Oh well, fuck. What if I'm going to be too busy? Or what if it costs too much money? Or what if this and what if that? And fuck anything. You're going to step on your own foot, all right, cross your own path and block yourself because you are thinking too much. And I'm not saying take every single risk and be brash and never think shit through. That's not what I'm saying. But what I am saying, guys and girls, is that you giving yourself that leeway of, let's put some time in between now and when I want to start this thing, knowing you want to start it now, knowing you want the results now, is not helping you. And it's another reason why you hate Mondays. Because how many fucking Mondays of your entire existence have you said you're gonna start X or Y or Z, and then the whole year passed and nothing fucking changed? Like, just sit with that. You can tell me I'm wrong or whatever. That's okay. But you cannot lie to yourself. Like, you should just be able to again, it's easier said than done, but you should be able to give yourself about 3 seconds if you really want this thing. If like, you have no doubts about wanting to change your body, no doubts about wanting to, improve your relationship or to get that job you want. If you have no doubts about it, you should be able to give yourself 3 seconds to go. Not a week, not a day, okay? 3 seconds. If you want it, make the decision and do the thing that's going to align you to the end goal. Because it's not just the matter of doing that one event on Monday to lose weight. It's not the matter of having that one conversation to change, your relationship. It's not the matter of a one singular thing. So why do we as humans give ourselves time, dead time in between, to do this one thing on that one day, or to start this thing on that one day, knowing that it's going to, whatever outcome we want is going to be the outcome, the product of something that we're going to start and do consistently for a period of time. And just to break that down, weight loss. You say you want to start Monday, okay, you start on Monday, and then what? You still have to start on Tuesday, you still have to start on Wednesday and Thursday and Friday and so on and so forth until you get your results. And even at that, you never really stop, because now you live in a health conscious and a body conscious state where you're not going to undo any of your progress. So it never really does start. It just happens, right? And if you don't happen to put yourself in that position as early as possible, and if you don't happen to remove the amount of thought that requires you to put yourself in that position, you're fucked. And it's the reason why you don't like New Year's. It's the reason why every single Christmas you return with your family, you gain 5 pounds. That embarrassment makes you feel, fuck, well, okay, you know what? This January, I swear to myself, I'm not going to let this happen anymore. I'm not going to feel this embarrassment anymore. I'm tired of gaining weight every single year because of that embarrassment. But then when it comes that time, you're nowhere to be found. And you know why? It's because you're procrastinating. It's because you're putting more thought into it than actual effort. And that's all I wanted to, bring to your attention today. Again, just to wrap it up, you will never be depressed, anxious, or we'll say in your own pit, in your own rut, if you never slow down. And I'm not saying never take a break. I'm not saying be perfect and be impossibly good. I'm not saying be a fucking robot. I am saying you should never slow down to think about something that you know you already want. What is there to think about? Again, speed defies gravity. A 200-ton airplane can fly throughout the air and defy gravity because of speed. And so many of you are dragged down by depression and anxiety because you have no speed. That's the one variable. Speed, the quickness, how fast you can apply it and get yourself on board. I promise, once you get a grasp on that and you understand it, and week 1 passes of you doing the thing, week 2 passes, week 3, month 2, month 5 passes of you doing the thing, and you being in that state of progress, you'll understand 100,000% what I'm talking about right now. Period. Just sit with that. No more long talking, no more debates. Take action yesterday. That's it. That's all. If you like this episode, share it out with a friend. I hope I was able to deliver a valuable experience to you guys and girls today. Thank you so much for your precious time and attention. Also, if you want to actually take action now and you're done fucking procrastinating, you're done with the I'll start Monday or I'll start on January 1st, prove it. This is your opportunity. You can shoot me a DM on whatever social media platform you're listening to this on or watching this on. Okay. And if you're a good fit, I'll see if I can help you out in the Natural Nomad Academy. Again, prices do increase on the 31st of December, 11:59. So if you're done wasting time, prove it. If you're listening to this and you really want to change, prove it. I'm here and I'm willing to listen to what you've got to say. All right? Don't forget to screenshot and share this podcast to a friend that you know might need to hear this message. Let's embrace your inner meathead together. It's been nice chatting. Hope what you like what we talked about today. I hope this was something that you needed. I hope this was, that Monday talk that you needed. All right. It's been nice chatting. Hope you like what today's topic was about. IFBB Pro Matt Butale signing out. Boom. All right. Pod's recorded. I'm gonna look at some of the comments here. I wasn't looking at them earlier on. Howard, what's good? Yeah. He's like, how are you live on Insta and YouTube working? We're just here, bro. Got a message. Let's see. Okay, so we got super religious people here on TikTok, or at least one person, which I'm not gonna knock you. You can be religious. That's fine. You know what I mean? Have faith. That's good. Ben, what's good? I sent you a message there. Check that out. Sean, what the fuck? Appreciate you, bro. Zach, Mac, what's good? See y'all, people. Again, people, just sit with this message today. To the 26 people on TikTok that decided to sit through this and listen. I hope this actually benefited you. This gave you a little bit of motivation to decide, or at least to drop the hammer on the fact that you're done taking time to decide, and that if you really want it, the time is now. It's not tomorrow. It's not on Monday. It's yesterday. All right. That is it. That is all. Enjoy the rest of your week. I'll be back again. You know what time it is. IFBB Pro, Matt Butale, signing out. Boom.